Hello and welcome to ANZ Stadium for the second of the Monday night clashes of round 11, as the South Sydney Rabbitohs will be taking on the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs in what is really a second home for the Bulldogs, as it's a bit of a clash of titans. Not clash of titans, it's David versus Goliath is what I meant to say. The Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs currently sitting second on the ladder, and the South Sydney Rabbitohs currently sitting ninth. It's going to be a riveting match. You know, the Rabbitohs fighting to get into the finals, and the Bulldogs gunning for that minor premiership. It's going to be a doozy of a game tonight, and I am looking forward to every single minute of it, as we're going to get underway here. Not many changes on either team this week. None in the Rabbitohs side. I think it was just the wing switching for the Bulldogs. We're going to go Butler. Goes to Hellier. There's a recent change. Hellier at lock and Thomas Wallace at hooker. Will make it an interesting layout for this MVP points at the end of the season, as they're going to go for the long kick early. Johnny Columbus. That's a long one, but it won't find touch, and Kevin Dixon will run it out of his own in goal. The Rabbitohs will be under the pump for the first set here. The Bulldogs starting off hot in this match. We go out wide to Bennett. Now going left. Callaghan goes to Riff. Playing the ball as they go right now. Spreads it. It's going to be Jai Collins in the way. No, Felix Wimmelskid, sorry. He's going to get a line break, though. And he brought down the 30 there. That's only the fourth. They need to get out of their own end here. They are in dangerous territory against the Bulldogs, as it's fifth and last. And they go. Wimmelskid puts the punt all the way down to Titiera Maxwell, who will be folded on the return by Leondis. That is a big hit. I'm sure I saw a shockwave after that one. And Leondis just putting in the shoulder for the Bulldogs fullback. As now Maxwell goes out to Vivali and Gawa. Switch to the right wing this weekend. Well, this week, sorry. And you know, Tavita, Vivali and Gawa, very strong performance last week. Scored a double. And was monumental in the game against Brisbane. As that's the fifth tackle there. The Rabbitohs have done a pretty good job at holding them out of the 20. As Hellier's going to put a kick down to Malachi Booth. What can Booth do on the kick return? He's going to step one. Booth now. Goosey's another. And brought down by Cameron Hodgson and Damien Moana on the 30 eventually. It's Collins now. Straight through the line. Maxwell brings him down. The Rabbitohs getting a roll on now. Matt Galaxy goes left now to Leondis. Straightens up. Straight through the line. Maxwell's out of position. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to break another one. Leondis for the line. He broke about 3 tackles to almost get there. Cut down 3 meters short. The Rabbitohs in attacking position. They're going to go right now. Callaghan. He's going to drive. He's going to push. I think he's going to go down here. Referee wants to have a look. And I think that's a plant on the ground there, unless the bunker has something in store special for us tonight. And yes, that's the green lights, and the Rabbitohs are the first ones to draw blood here. Aaron Leondis, that was an incredible run. And Callaghan just backing it up. First time these teams have ever met, and the Rabbitohs are the first to score. In interesting form, the Rabbits. They've been on and off the last couple of weeks. Last week they lost to the Eels, so we're looking to bounce back from that, 30-12. The week before that, they put it and they stuck it to the Raiders. And then before that, they stuck it to the Knights. So, yeah, not Not bad. Rabbitohs having 4 wins for the season so far. Looking to make it 5 and hopefully to get about a 50% win rate to end off the season. This Riff runs it there. Now they go left. Callaghan. Oi! Goes to Bennett and comes off his head. Bennett will play it on the 40. Now they go right. Callaghan. Inside ball to O'Hare. Goes right to Galaxy. Who's brought down ultimately. Now they go O'Hare. Fended off. Fifth and last. Where do they go for this one? Deep to Windmill Skeed. Puts the kick over the top. And it will land plumply in Corey Goates' lap. But he can't get past. Yeah, it's Harris Andrews there. That'll be the first for the Bulldogs. The Rabbitohs just need to play conservative footy as Kobe Johnson just barrels over one. Now they go Butler. Playing the ball on the 40. Goes left. Mayava. Goes right to Butler again. Good offload there from John Boy. The winger turns second rower. The reverse Corey Oates. Kobe Johnston. Tackled there. Where do they go for the 5th? Awana puts it high. Who's underneath it? It's going to be Clay. And they'll go to the 20 for a tap. Well taken there by the captain. They go Bennett. Now to O'Hare. Kevin Dixon steps through the line. Brought down by Cameron Hodgson, but putting on the footwork early is Aaron Leondis now. They've got to be careful when they're trying to tackle him. Hellier makes that one solo. And now they go. Windmill Skeed straightens up almost through a gap. It closed quickly, but the right idea from the little halfback. Now they go left. Leondis. He's just going to hammer it forward. This time Hellier gets help. At the 30 on the 4th. They're going to go left. Saddle cut. They may be close enough to put an attacking kick in here as Galaxy gets there. Now goes to Callaghan. It's going to deflect. He had to be offside, Saddle cut. But no, they're going to play on, and that'll be a handover. 5th and last. That was quite something there. There's Mayava. Playing the ball. Oh, it's going to be Kobe Johnston through the line now. Gets an offload to Hellier on the inside. Now they go to Hodgson. Going right, Moana. Gives it to Mayava. The SRL's Kane Bradley. Now they go Moana. The Hodgson linking up there. 25 out from the try line. Where do the Bulldogs go for this last tackle option? They're going to go for a kick from Wallace. Puts it down to Tyrone Clay. They've got to watch this kick return here. Clay steps one. Can't get past Maxwell. He almost turned him inside out, but Maxwell got a hand to him. That'll be the first. Tyrone Clay he's lost a bit of his electricity since getting those shin extensions, shall we say. Growing a foot or two. It just hasn't been as good in attack. He'll play the ball. Now they go O'Hare. Alright, Callaghan goes to Galaxy. Fends off one Galaxy, straight through the line. He's going to break a tackle. The Rabbitohs, they must be covered in oil. They're going to go left, Callaghan. Now Tyrone Clay putting the kick in. That's a new one for the winger, as it's going to be Columbus brought down. And he'll be tackled by Dixon. As the Rabbitohs just really slippery and hard to tackle at the moment by the looks of it. As Vivali and Gawa taking a run out of his own half. That'll be the second off his own line. Wallace goes left to Hellier. He'll be brought down. That's the third. Just about cracking the 40 now, as it's going to be Samuel Lillard. Flipped on his back by Leondis. As Wallace goes to Butler, now to Hellier. barreling kick down to Malachi Booth. They're going to step one. They'll get past one, but Tatira Maxwell has been busy so far on the kick returns. Having to make basically every tackle. I don't know if that first line of defense has actually made one yet off a kick return for the Bulldogs. That's the second. They go to O'Hare. He'll be tackled on the 40. The Rabbitohs just getting driven back in tackles as Callaghan just goes straight through a gap. And that'll give him a bit more space to play with here in the fourth. If they can get close to the line, that would be perfect, as Bennett just can't quite get past Hellier. His defense has been on point so far tonight. As the Rabbitohs elect to go to Windmill Skeet. Puts the punt down to Corey Goetz. Got to be careful on this kick return, Corey Goetz. But he's tackled by Windmill Skeet. 25 out from their own try line. And that's the thing. The Rabbitohs, they're playing quite well at the moment. Their defense has been real solid, but in a second, the interchanges will be coming on, and that's not such a strong story. James Anderson, Sesso Dimatoni, very good players, but can't match up to the likes of Filippo Gould and Casey Namina for the Bulldogs. That it is really going to be a matter of just who puts in more effort in the forwards. They'll be coming on momentarily. The Bulldogs will get one more set with their the starting props. There's Tyrone Clay with the kick return. Saddle cart goes to Callaghan, now to Riff. He's just going to drive. Gets into the 30 there. Good run from Chalice Riff. Yes, it's going to be an inside ball here. Goes to Kevin Dixon. I thought Maiava was going to pick it off, but not quite. As he will play it on the 40. They're going to go left now. Callaghan gives it to Riff. Good down. As they go right, James Anderson now goes to Sesso Dimatoni. Going left. Callaghan puts a kick in. It's going to deflect off Columbus and be collected. And that will be the first. It's Maxwell. That's your second. He's held there. Goes to Namina. Up now. He's held free. Now they go left. Hell yeah. Goes to Hodgson. He's held there. That's tackle 4. Hands off. Go right now. Butler goes to Maxwell. Steps one to Tierra Maxwell. He'll be brought down. As they go left, Moana puts it high. Who's underneath it and where are they? It's going to be hit off the post there. Moana collects and he will score. And that is a great try from Damien Moana. A plethora of players offside, but it hit the post. And that was perfect for him as the Bulldogs will tie this game up through Charlie Butler. Nice conversion by Charlie Butler to make it 6-all here at ANZ Stadium. 23 minutes into the game. The Rabbitohs have done well to hold them out so far. Looking forward to see what else they can cook up here, the Rabbitohs. And Moana goes to Gould. Wallace goes to Hodgson, spreads it out to Goetz, but tackled on the 30. They're just looking to see how the Rabbitohs will fare in this set. Will they be discouraged after those points? I mean, you can't really be discouraged. There's a great try from Moana. Now it's going to be Wallace going right to Moana. Goes to Namina. Good tackle there. I think it's... I can't actually tell who that is. It may be Anderson? There we go, Hodgson. Taking some good meters in that set, the Bulldogs, finding themselves on the opponent's 40. As Dixon steps one off the kick return. Kevin Dixon. He'll get some good meters. And he'll return them to where the kick was taken. It's Malachi Booth now down the wing. There's a player offside. And Booth will get some good meters again. That's a 20-meter run for Malachi. As they go out to the left, it's going to be O'Hare. Spreads it to Callaghan. That's the 30. They go left now. Saddle cut, caught flat-footed, but throws an intercept, and that is a waste from the Rabbitohs. That is a shocking waste. They were on a roll, and now they've just given away that opportunity as Tony just bowls John Boy Mayava. That was a big hit, indeed. It's to Tierra Maxwell. Breaking the line and brought down by Dixon. They go left, hell yeah. Gives it to Gould. Gould versus Tony. Battle of the coloured afros. As now it's going to be Wallace fending one from dummy half. The Bulldogs all of a sudden set up on this line. Can they get the next try? It's going to be Butler. Puts it along the ground. No, he's dropped it. And Galaxy tackles Namina anyway. But they're off the hook there, the Rabbitohs. So now it's going to be Talos Riff on the first. He breaks a tackle. Breaks a tackle of Casey Namina, actually. That's no small feat. They're going to go right now. O'Hare. Driven back. Now right again. Collins inside. Kevin Dixon. He goes left. It's going to go to Anderson. Dixon's been getting busy so far in the game, and he's been playing very well at fullback. He may be the long-term fullback option, as it's going to come off the head of Riff, the referee says. Riff gets an offload as well. Callaghan driven back. That's the fourth. They need one more good run, and they can put some points on here. The Bulldogs looking to hold them out and stop them from doing so as Windmill Skeet goes to Dixon, and he can't get very far past Damien Moana. As Dixon now plays the ball. Andrews goes to Galaxy, who puts the kick down to Vita Vuvali and Gawa, who will step one. Dixon's going to have to come across here. Kevin Dixon, Vuvali and Gawa. Who's going to win? Dixon takes him into touch. And that is a terrific tackle from Kevin Dixon coming across the field to put the rookie winger out of play. That is terrific stuff. You look at it on the replay. Great line break from Vuvali and Gawa. But in the end, it was just the experience of Dixon to drag him into touch. Well, not drag him, push him into touch. And the Rabbitohs hold on here. They go right now. Callaghan goes to Dimatoni. No, throws an intercept to Wallace. That was a pointless offload. And the Rabbitohs just putting themselves under pressure again. As Hellier goes to Mayava. They really didn't need to do that offload then. He could have just taken the tackle, but he chose to push it. And sometimes you just got to face the consequences of your own actions. As Filippo Gould goes to Namino, it wasn't intended for him, but he runs it anyway. Good stuff from him. As Wallace goes to Butler, inside ball to Tierra Maxwell. Anderson makes the tackle. And Hellier will be brought down. As that's going to be Aaron O'Hare with the first run. And a good job for the Rabbitohs to hold it on there. And a penalty goes their way, and that should give them alleviate a bit of stress. Oh, and another penalty there. And the Rabbitohs make it back-to-back. That is smart from them, as they're just going to kick their way downfield. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Galaxy will tip us off once more. Going right, Callaghan gives it to Riff. Galaxy goes to Callaghan, now to Dixon. Steps one, Kevin Dixon brought down. Felix Milskid. Aaron Drews goes to Callaghan. They're going to go O'Hare now. O'Hare plays the ball. Galaxy goes to Callaghan. Puts the high kick up. It looks well weighted. Tatira Maxwell's there. And he will take it. Tatira Maxwell now stepping past one. And Dixon bringing him down. As Moana goes to Hodgson. Straight through the line. Big gap. Gaping hole. As now it's Moana on the inside. Dimatoni bringing him down. Wallace straight through the line. It's now the Bulldogs' turn. But no, it's Galaxy picking it off. Both teams just able to make big meters in their sets, or in the case of the Rabbitohs, 3 consecutive sets. They didn't use them all though, obviously, but the penalties certainly helped them get down the field. I thought that was destined to score. As Dixon goes to Malachi Booth. That'll be the 4th already. They really haven't made many meters by going out wide. They probably should just put it through the middle because their strength is definitely in their forwards at the moment. They are playing quite well. Dimatoni playing very good. As Felix Milskid puts a high kick up. Will this one work? Where's it going to be this time? Pavali and Gawa driven back into his own in goal, and the Rabbitohs will get a repeat set before halftime. And maybe, just maybe, they can take the lead. As Butler kicks it deep, and it's going to be Anderson with the first run. Galaxy goes to Callaghan, now to Dixon, gives it deep to Felix Milskid. I never understand that play. That's the second, as Harris Andrews spits it out to Booth. There was about 4 people manning him. Andrews probably should have just taken the hit up instead. As O'Hare goes to Bennett. At the 20 now, the Rabbitohs. That's the 4th. Where can they go for this last one? It's going to be Matt Galaxy pushing himself, but he only made about 3 meters there. As the Rabbitohs 5th and last. Can Felix Milskid set something up this time? Another high ball for Vali and Gower again. They'll be tapped back. It's going to be Dixon, but no, he'll be tackled by Wallace. And that will be a handover. The Bulldogs will have 1 or 2 tackles to make something here. That's the first. And a forward pass. The Rabbitohs will have 1 opportunity, maybe 2 to score. As they go, Clay. Clay's going to get very close. That's the first. Can the Rabbitohs get a point before halftime? Yes, they can through air. And that forward pass will be very costly as the Rabbitohs reclaim the lead before halftime. Oh, how about that? A lapse of concentration and a hug of the goalpost from Daniel Hellier. All it took for O'Hare to go over. The siren will sound as Callaghan kicks this, and we will go into halftime. The South Sydney Rabbitohs up 12-6. And there we go. We'll see you very shortly. Welcome back to SRL TV, where the South Sydney Rabbitohs are currently leading the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, fighting for a spot in the finals, the Rabbitohs. And the Bulldogs not wanting to fade behind the Melbourne Storm, who are on 18 points for the season. And Commissioner Will Kay, and looking forward to this second half, as the Rabbitohs just taken the lead seconds before halftime. In fact, I think it was exactly 5 seconds before halftime. So some intense footy at the end of that half, as the Rabbitohs will get the first set here in the second. Going to go to O'Hare. The halftime break shack attack has come on, as has John Tabasco right there. Saddle guard has come off. Riff to the centres. And Leondis has also come off. It's going to be Riff pushed very close to the sideline. And he's somehow managed to stay in the field of play. That will actually greatly help them here. As O'Hare's able to put a kick over the top. And Tatira Maxwell, he's going to have to fight out of his own in-goal here. And he won't even make it 10 out from his own try line. That is a great effort from Talis Rift to stay in field. As, for the Bulldogs, Daniel Heller's come off. That pass looks so forward, but Mayava runs it regardless. Daniel Heller's come off for Jack Tedesco. Casey Nema's back on the field. And Rui Kamene has been replaced by Corey Boyd. So as an early kick here from Butler, inside the 40, Dixon, can he get there in time? Yes, he can. It's got no angle on it. And Dixon gets there with ease. But that is a good pressure kick from Butler. The Rabbitohs will have to get away from their line here. As, bang tackle there from Tedesco and Wallace. There we go, Callaghan, now to Bennett.
He's held there. 3 hands away.
A half-time break. You know, both fullbacks equal 93 metres, 3 line breaks.
That's over 4 hands off.
Not much separating them at the moment. Oh, it's Callaghan, that's a shocking kick. And Maxwell cleans up. That's going to be the first there. And they're already starting within this Rabbitohs half. It's going to be Kobe Johnson. That's going to make it harder. As now they're going to be within about 15 metres. That's only the second. They go left. Moana now to Hodgson. Tackled by Collins. There you go right again, Moana. He's just going to take a tackle himself. That's the 4th. As they go out wide. It's going to be Charlie Butler. And Butler scores, I think. And Charlie Butler, another try for him. We'll talk about the right place at the right time. Charlie Butler running onto it and getting millimetres in it. But he's just touched the white line, and the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs will tie this game up here. And we'll get back into an arm wrestle. As Butler just slots that one there. All is the score. 6 minutes into the second half. And the Rabbitohs need to muscle up. Callaghan puts a deep kick in. It's Wallace. Goes left to Kobe Johnston, who's smashed. He is annihilated by Jesse Bennett. Well, there you go. Kobe Johnston, you have been destroyed. As it's going to be Riff now stepping very close to the line as the Rabbitohs will park up here. This is their best chance to score some points as Viggo Rasmussen sending it upstairs with the try verdict. And I think that'd been there. No red light there, no try. Looks nowhere near it, to be completely honest. As it will be. Matt Galaxy going left. John Tabasco steps now. It's Tyrone Clay. Brought down as he plays the ball. Very close. Dixon, he couldn't get anywhere. As Riff goes wide and Namina bumps off, and now he's away. Casey Namina getting an intercept. And that is a wasted opportunity from the Rabbitohs. And it's stuff like that that will kill them in this game. When you're taking on a very solid, calculated side such as the Bulldogs, you can't be making those errors. You can't be leaving those things to chance. And that's exactly what they've done there. That could be a drastic error. And a big problem, potentially. Maxwell plays the ball, going right now. Going to go to Butler, spreads it to Tedesco. He plays the ball about 30 metres out. They made about 60 metres in that set. Not bad from the Bulldogs, and knock on. I didn't think that one touched the ground, but Casey Namina knocks on the ball. And the Rabbitohs. It hasn't necessarily been a very scrappy game of footy. There's been a couple bits of scrappiness there, here and there, but it has just been
On the kick
a
goes.
very even game. I mean, the Bulldogs probably not. They probably didn't want it to be as even as it is, but it has been very even as Tabasco making a big break there. That puts him in the Rabbitohs. His Rabbitohs in a good position. As it's going to be Shack Attack flattening Casey Namina. And what a man. Shack Attack sets up O'Hare for a double. And Shack Attack, you are a superstar. He bowled over the massive Casey Namina and offloaded to O'Hare. Nobody could catch him. Well, there you go. Shack Attack. That is quite something, isn't it? And, you know, it's really given me flashbacks to his debut this season. Very similar thing happened with his first touch of the ball. Big run and a offload to make it a try assist. And the Rabbitohs, their little rookie forward, steps up when they need him most. I still can't get over the fact that he flattened Casey Namina, who's, I think, if I remember correct, about 208 centimeters tall or something like that. He's a giant, and Shack Attack is a mighty 160. So yes, I think he's shorter than Snicko, Bro, and Diego, my cousin. But Shack Attack, a big fella in heart, in spirit, is Jesse Bennett. There's another big fella breaking through and just coming off the right foot. Now it's O'Hare. Gets an offload. It's going to be Galaxy. Hit off the ball and Hodgson comes onto it. Rabbitohs hard done by there. As now it's going to be Johnston straight for the line. He's going to break a tackle. Kobe Johnson gets an offload, but Charlie Butler, how have they managed to stop him there, the Rabbitohs? Can they hold on for this set? They go left. Wallace. Now to Tedesco. He'll be stopped by Dixon and Galaxy. They go left again. Out wide. Naman has hit off the ball. Moana now pushing for it. He's flipped on his back. They're going to call held up here. That's the fourth. As now they go right. It's going to be Butler. Gives it to Mayava, who's held up. And they have to release him. Wallace goes to Moana. Puts the grubber kick in. And it's going to be collected by Collins. And the Rabbitohs, a miraculous job to hold on there and stick with the lead. Jesse Bennett. He will drive out of his own in goal. They go left. Tabasco.
Back to 10.
Galaxy goes right. Shack Attack now to Bennett.
He's held there. That's tackle 4. Hands off.
Galaxy goes to Felix Wimmelskied. Now goes to Dixon. Steps one. Kevin Dixon brought down on the 50. As the fifth and last now. Where do they go, the Rabbitohs? Out to the right. It's going to be O'Hare. He's going to have to just play it. Run it. That is a bad end to the set. They got off their own line, but now they've just set the Bulldogs up in the same position over and over at the 50. They've scored that many times from there. And now it's Tara Maxwell through a big gap. Naman is running escort, but no one's there to for an obstruction penalty to be blown. Tedesco. He's going to go for the line now. He's ankle tacked by Dixon. They're 5 out now, the Bulldogs. They are coming in hot, though. They go right. Charlie Butler. Brought down again. He's looking for a double. It's going to be Tedesco. He will score. And the Rabbitohs giving too many opportunities to the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs just taking full advantage there. It will be 18 all in a second when Charlie Butler gets this kick. And geez, it has been a close one so far. The Rabbitohs shooting themselves in the foot. Really. They were playing so good. And they've made a couple errors. And obviously you can't blame them for when they get hit off the ball in an offload situation, but you know, not getting it to the right person to kick on the last. Setting the Bulldogs up on the 50. Stuff like that is what's going to kill your team. And they've been doing it pretty much every time the Bulldogs have scored, it's been off a Rabbitohs error. The Rabbitohs have made their own success a bit more. But, yeah, the Rabbitohs are the ones keeping the Bulldogs in the game at the moment. They need to be a bit more, I don't know, controlled.
Here's tackle one.
But I guess we'll see. It's only tied up, you know. It's still 20 minutes left, or over 20 minutes. Kobe Johnston, he'll be brought down. As they go left now, goes to Hodgson.
He's held there. He's held 3.
Wallace, Moana, Johnston. Takes a run down the wing. That's the 4th. The Rabbitohs, a lot better defense this set. As they're going to go to Moana. Spread to Tedesco, who fends one. And we'll get an offload as well. It's going to be a step on the inside for Tatiera Maxwell. But Jai Collins, how good has he been tonight, Jai Collins? That second row, he's really been playing very well. And it's going to be Malachi Booth on the kick return. He's going to step one here. But he can't get past Tatiera Maxwell, who was sitting quite shallow in that one. Felix Wimmelskede straight through the line. Tatiera Maxwell's out of position. Felix Wimmelskede. He gets a run, but ankle tapped there by Jack Tedesco. We'll bring him to the 30 for the Rabbitohs. As now it's going to be John Tabasco. As they go. Well, there's a pretty bad error there from the Rabbitohs, and the Bulldogs off the hook. In fact, everyone, that is a shocker from the Rabbitohs. They were getting a roll, and they were just doing what they needed to do, getting up the field, and they threw it away. They keep on doing it. They truly do. I mean, Wallace, bending off shack attack. Maxwell, he's going to go for a dummy half run here. He gets an offload to Johnston. And now the Bulldogs are in attacking position again. The Rabbitohs, they're just falling apart here. They can't wait for their substitutes to come on. As Moana puts it high. Underneath it is going to be a tap back. But Maxwell's going to push. And he'll be turned on his back. Good scramble there from the Rabbitohs to make sure Maxwell can't put the ball down. It's Tabasco off the line now. Gets him out of a bit of danger. And how good is John Tabasco off his own line? As Leondis is back on the field. Settlecart will be joining him in the props. And I think Bennett will be coming on momentarily to play lock. It's Tyrone Clay down the wing. They go right now. Callaghan. Goes to Tabasco. Good run there from the rookie. A lot of rookies in this Rabbitohs side. As they go right, Callaghan spreads it out to Dixon. He gets a ball back on the inside to Galaxy. As the 5th and last now, where do they go, the Rabbitohs? They're going to play the ball in the 10. They go out to the left. It's going to be Felix Wimmelskede. Puts a high kick up. Who's underneath it? Can Tabasco jump back? Tallis Rip's going to come down with it, but he's going to be held up by Mayava and Lillard. And it will be a handover. Should be a handover a metre out, but it's going to be 5 metres out. And Vivali and Garber will take the first run. Ooh, almost giving away a penalty there, the Rabbitohs. It's John by Mayava straight through the line. Settlecart will bring him down. As Komene and Lillard have come back on for the Bulldogs in this closing 20. And Kobe Johnston, I believe, will be playing lock in 2 minutes. Now they're going to go Wallace. He gets through the first line of defense. Wow, that was a bit of a weird one from Wallace. He just was weighing up his options. You could see him visually thinking. Because obviously, it's Tatiera Maxwell. He will play the ball now. 10 metres out. He's going to be after the last play. They go to the right. It will be Moana. Puts a high kick up. Where's it going to go? Tyrone Clay. He's going to get around Butler, but John Boy Mayava will bring him down. And it's an arm wrestle at the moment. As Leondis driving there. Galaxy goes to O'Hare. And the third tackle there. They really haven't made many metres. As Tabasco, as I say that, straight through a line, straight through a gap, making big metres. He has been huge for them this evening. As the Rabbitohs go left, Callaghan. They're going to go down the short side to Dixon. He can't get away from the defense, though. It's too strong for him as Columbus and Vavali bring him down. Playing the ball. Callaghan with the kicking duties. That's a good one. That's a great strike, actually. And it will hold up for Vavali, who will step one, but won't get past Dixon. 15 out from their own line. The Bulldogs will start their set as Johnston's back on the field for them, and Bennett for the Rabbitohs. As now it's Tatira Maxwell. Can he break away here? It will be an ankle tap. No, it won't be. It's going to be Jai Collins on the inside. Gets an offload now. It's going to be Wallace. Collins brings him down. That's only the second tackle for the Bulldogs. 20 metres away from the line. They go out to the left now. Hodgson tackled well. The Rabbitohs. I think it was Jesse Bennett there. As they go right, it's going to be Mayava. Inside ball. Tatira Maxwell. Can't quite get there. As that's the fourth. The Bulldogs, they go through Wallace. They go through Kamene. Kamene driving. Someone hop around the legs, and they do. 95 metres gain in this set. As the Rabbitohs will have one last play to defend. They go. Maxwell goes out to Moana. Puts the high kick up. Who's underneath it? Maxwell's looping around the back, but Columbus takes it. And a great tackle from Riff. And it will be a handover. The Rabbitohs hold on one more set. As we're entering field goal territory here. In terms of time. We approach the last 10 minutes of the game. So they go right now. Felix Wimmelskid goes inside to Dixon. That's going to be the third. Now they go left. It's going to be Bennett. Spreads it out to Tabasco. That was a shifty pass. They need something special here. Do they go for an early kick? Yes, they will. Callaghan puts it off the boot. It's going to go long and low, actually. As Tatira Maxwell will arch up. And he will play the ball 35 out from their own line. They need to get to Moana here if they get within this danger zone. He can kick them from 40. As we've seen him do so before, I believe. Butler spreads it out wide. It's going to be Maxwell. Great tackle by Collins. His defense has been immaculate tonight, Jai Collins. He's no longer the 26th best Queenslander. He's at least in the top 25. As Hodgson plays the ball, they go right now. It's going to be off the head. That's a great error in terms of the Rabbitohs' chances. And the Bulldogs, they will be kicking themselves for that one. The Rabbitohs make no meters there. The Bulldogs' defense, it's so hard to break through. So unbelievably difficult. As Callaghan's brought down. They go Galaxy. Now to Bennett. Inside ball to Harris Andrews. Steps one, Harris Andrews through the middle. Harris Andrews for the line, but he'll be brought down by Kamene. That's going to be the fourth there. Where do they go now? They go left. It's going to be Callaghan. Spreads it to Tabasco. He's going to push here, but he'll be flipped on his back. Referee will want to have a look at this one. As there was absolutely no vision on that one. Going to come back as a no try. Can the Rabbitohs score here, or will they go for the field goal? What's going to be the plan here? They go to Callaghan. Callaghan's going to slot it! And Bradley Callaghan puts the Rabbitohs in the lead by a single point. But there's still another, 8.5 minutes left of rugby league to be played. The Rabbitohs, they need to play very well here. They cannot give an inch to the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs looking to make every error possible. Well, force every error possible for the Rabbitohs. As they're going to go to saddle cart for the first run. The Rabbitohs. They pull this off. It is one of the old-time classics. Beating a team like the Bulldogs. A strong side. Settle cut. They go left now. It's going to be Tabasco. Going to be Callaghan. Puts the kick in. It's going to be Tatira Maxwell. He'll be taken into touch though. And the Rabbitohs will get the ball back. And the crowd is silent. They're eerily silent and maybe nervous for this last. Callaghan, it wasn't a great kick, but it was just A low one to Tiro Maxwell. Wanted to make a big play, and he was brought in touch by Tyrone Clay. As the Rabbitohs, if they can get a try here, that's the match. There will be no chance for the Bulldogs to come back and win it. As Matt Galaxy goes left, it's going to go to Callaghan. He'll play the ball. They go right. Bennett spreads it out to Dixon. Gives it to Felix Wimmelskede. He's tackled on the 30 there. They go left now. Bennett. He's going to give it to Leondes through the line. He's got Bennett back on the outside, but he won't use him. Fifth and last now. Can the Rabbitohs set this game away? Can they put it to bed? Will they? They go left. Callaghan puts a very short bomb up there, and Dixon will take it. That was a shocking kick, really. And the Rabbitohs fans, they are chewing their nails. They are anxious now as Columbus steps one. Talos Riff hit in the deck, but he's brought down by Tabasco. As now it's going to be Maiava through the middle. They play the ball out to the right. Lillard goes to Columbus. As that's the fourth. They need a big run here. Who's going to be the man to do it? Lillard. He won't do it. As that's the fifth and last. Out of field goal range here, the Bulldogs, and the Rabbitohs have done well to keep them out of that spot. As Malachi Booth on the kick return here. He'll step one, Malachi Booth. And the Rabbitohs just need to hold on to the ball. Just one more set. That's all it takes. As they go saddle cart. Just take it through the middles, Rabbitohs. Felix Wimmelskede goes to Dixon, now goes to Booth. Steps one. Malachi Booth is brought down. As they go left, Bennett now goes to Saddlecart. What can Saddlecart do here? He'll play the ball. That's the fourth. Now Leondes straight to the line again. Aaron Leondes gets an offload to Bennett. As that's the fifth and last. Where's Bradley Callaghan? Does he kick another one? As they go left, Bradley Callaghan puts it along the ground. It's going to be picked up by Tabasco. Tabasco pushing for the line. But he will be flipped on his back, and the Bulldogs will have one set to go 100 metres and win the game. They go left now. Maiava with the first run. A safe bet for your first run of the set as Wallace goes left. Lillard. Bennett brings them down the 30. They need to make some bigger efforts if they are to get down this end. Charlie Butler now. Can't get very far as both markers stand up straight. Kamene. Dixon tackling him. That's the fourth. Only cracking the opposition 40 now. They go left. Hodgson. He's going to get an offload to Johnston. As fifth and last, it's now or never. Can they get a bomb kick up, or will they be forced to punt? Can Moana kick a field goal? He'll put the bomb kick up. It's way too shallow. And Riff will take it. That will be the game. Talos Riff will take us to full time, and the South Sydney Rabbitohs have won, have beaten the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs in an all-time classic match, 19-18. Bradley Callaghan scoring the match winner. And I think that pushes somehow the Rabbitohs into the top 8 for now. Obviously pending the Warriors and the Sharks games. But wow, that is quite something, isn't it? You look at some of the stats. O'Hare scoring a double. And Callaghan scoring a one, as well as the field goal and all 3 conversions. And how can you not say he's man of the match? And of course it's Moana, Butler and Tedesco for the Bulldogs. Butler getting all 3 of those goals. Look at the completions and the time possession. 53 to 47, 25 out of 30, 22 out of 28, 7 to 8 errors. Very even across the board. Bulldogs made about 20 more tackles roughly. 19 more tackles rather. Same missed tackles. Very similar line breaks. There wasn't a lot separating this team, and that's reflected in the scoreboard as John Tabasco in one half running 220 run meters, 6 line breaks, 9 tackles, 0 miss. That is an insane number. Kevin Dixon, 136 meters, 3 line breaks. I thought he had way more involvement than that, but he did well. Aaron Leondis at 40 minutes, 129 meters. I mean, you can see a lot of meters being run by all over the park, really, but John Tabasco, that is an incredible effort from a rookie second rower to do that many meters in one game is insane, and it showed on the field. He looked amazing. As we look at the Bulldogs, Thomas Wells 273 meters, Terry Maxwell 259, 6 line breaks. He was not contained tonight, but somehow they held on regardless. That's Hodgson, 149 run meters, 1 line break. Johnston 148 in 54 minutes, 4 line breaks. A lot of good efforts all across the board here, but in the end, I think honestly, in that second half, John Tabasco was the difference. He was insane. In 41 minutes to run 220 meters is just absurd. Jack Tedesco, 74 run meters. He actually outplayed Daniel Hellier in that second half at lock, and he only played 27 minutes. Hellier had 40. So he was also having a very good run. Yeah, that's really it, isn't it? The Bulldogs doing a bit of soul searching during the week, hoping that the Storm, they lose against the Panthers next week before fighting for the minor premiership in round 13. And the Bulldogs, they have next week. They have the Raiders next week. So after losing to the Storm, the Raiders, they'll be looking to bounce back, and that's going to be a tough match as well. That's all we have time for tonight. Thank you very much for joining me in the commentary box. I've been Commissioner Will Kay. Been exciting having you here as the Rabbitohs pull off one of the greatest upsets in the season. Like I said, tune in tomorrow night. We've got the Titans taking on the Warriors. The Warriors wanting to fight into the finals, wanting to keep their finals dreams alive. And the Seagulls taking on the Panthers. Similar thing for them. The Panthers trying to make sure they get off the bottom of the ladder. They don't win the wooden spoon. Yeah, make sure tomorrow night you tune in for more SRL action.